Good morning everyone, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Sim news video here on the pilotstudd channel. Now today's video is a rather big one. We've got plenty of news from the Asobo team, so we're really just going to be talking about that today. From the aircraft Avionics update 1, which has been released within the last few days on Microsoft Flight Sim on both PC and Xbox, to all the news in the February development stream. Shall we hop right into it? Okay, so to kick it off with AAU1, it's been released for Microsoft Flight Sim on both PC and Xbox. Now, it does feel like this update was in beta for years. It has been in beta since December 2022, so in fairness, I've been playing around with many of the improvements since then. It is the first of many exciting updates that go about improving default aircraft in collaboration with some of the best development teams in the world, in this case Working Title. Now this update features major overhauls to 3 aircraft: the Cessna Citation CJ4, the Cessna Citation Longitude, and the Daher TBM 930. It also includes updates to the Garmin GNS 430W and 530W to bring them much closer to their real-life counterparts, and that is significant in Microsoft Flight Sim, as many general aviation aircraft use those Garmin systems, from the 172 Classic to some of the aircraft introduced with the Reno Air Races. Also, as part of this, we've seen dramatic improvements to the Garmin G3000 and G5000 avionics suites. Of course, these pretty comprehensive updates have been most notable in the improved corporate jets and the 930 I've already spoken about. A really nice improvement bringing things such as uber realistic VNAV, and then we've also got slight quality of life improvements such as the ability to open the doors on the TBM 930. This update isn't perfect, and I've seen a few bugs, especially in the Citation Longitude, such as the backup display flashing around. But aside from that, my goodness, it is awesome. VNAV galore, doors opening and closing, synoptic ECAS pages, the quality difference is incredible. AAU updates really do excite me. The idea that Asobo are going through default aircraft and improving them is something I think that should put a smile on your face. I do apologise, by the way, if I sound a bit bunged up. I think I've got a cold coming along. But yes, Georg Newman, who is the head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, has said that his priority is going through and updating Premium Deluxe and Premium aircraft, bringing them up to a standard you'd somewhat expect. So the principle of AAU updates does excite me, and AAU 1 is incredible. Now we move over to the February development stream, which you can find on Twitch, and I've linked that down below. They are a true gem for Microsoft Flight Sim news, and I would recommend you go check it out, but seeing as it is well over an hour long, I've summarised everything here. First off, World Update 12, which is in New Zealand. They've now moved up to 62 points of interest. Just for clarity, when they announced it initially, it was only 30 points of interest. And 9 handcrafted airports. From what it looks like, I think that is the most densely packed world update we've seen so far. In terms of country size, you know, New Zealand isn't massive, and we're getting all these improvements, certainly very impressive, as well as 7 photogrammetry cities, and I'm sharing some screenshots of them, at points of interest, and everything in between on the screen now. Also, for any Lord of the Rings fans out there, there's a surprise in store for you, and this is set for a February release, probably going to be mid-February. There was an early February release date set, but it looks like they've pushed that back slightly. It's already a beautiful place to fly in Microsoft Flight Sim, so World Update 12 can only make it even better. Now onto the famous flyer. Orbex continue their work on the rather quirky de Havilland Canada DHC-4 Caribou. This looks incredibly interesting. As with all famous flyers, this will be payware for PC and Xbox, available via far in the marketplace, and from the development stream it looks incredible. A real high fidelity aircraft. Highly detailed, from multiple layers of paint in the cockpit, showing how long this has been used since the 50s, to the ability to slide the radio stack forward to allow the pilots to squeeze into the rather cramped cockpit. And get this, even some circuit breakers will work. Not all of them, but some of them. And I'm sure that will make one or two of you in the comments very happy. The only thing we need now is realistic paratroopers to drop out of the aircraft. If they could do that, it would be very cool. All in all, this famous flyer, certainly a quirky one, looking very interesting. Okay, so now we move over to Sim Update 12. Of course, the highly anticipated global update coming in March. More specifically, set for release on the 14th of that month. Now this is a performance focused update that should improve performance on the lower spec systems as it focuses on memory optimization. But importantly, it also brings WASM support to Xbox, which will allow for more complex aircraft to be used on Xbox from the PMDG 737, as PMDG have stated their intentions there, to the upcoming Antonov An-225 by Ini Builds. More on that in a minute. There will also be a new turbulence tool that will allow you to adjust the level of turbulence, excluding wind. And there will be a whole bunch of software development kit improvements that should make life a lot easier for some developers out there. All in all, it's a very exciting update. Personally, being on PC, I'm very excited about the potential performance boost. When the Asobo have done performance-focused updates in the past, more often than not it has brought over more issues, so hopefully they'll be steady there. But if you're on Xbox, it is a big day for you, as it means most of the payware aircraft out there on PC should be coming your way shortly. And finally, talking about the Antonov An-225 mirror. Now this was really the highlight of the February development livestream. Ini Builds, in collaboration with Microsoft and Asobo, will be bringing the An-225 mirror by Antonov back to life, albeit in digital form, after it was sadly destroyed last year at the start of the Russian invasion into Ukraine. Now on the stream we get a very nice tour, and of course I'm showing bits of it now, but I would recommend you check it out for yourselves, as it is around 12 minutes long on there. Cameron McMillan of Ini Builds or Ini Simulations, I don't really know what name they officially go by, gives us a tour of what was the world's largest aircraft. No words can really describe how wonderful this looks, and it certainly is a fitting tribute to the aircraft in real life. As with most Ini Builds, Ini Simulations projects, you can expect the highest level of quality, and this looks to be no exception. We're already getting a fantastic look into the cockpit with that famous Antonov blue. The nose cone of the aircraft opens up, and this, I don't know, ramp sort of folds out, meaning you can load stuff onto it. The flight engineers panel is modelled. Ini Builds does say, they have stated, that while it will be highly realistic, this aircraft in real life needs 5 pilots to fly. Of course, that's not really possible with Microsoft Flight Sim in its current form, so while it will be realistic, it will also be accessible to a flight simulator. And this, to be fair, is the best bit. While it is payware and it's set to be on sale for around $20 US, every single penny will go to Antonov, helping them rebuild the An-225 in real life, as they have earmarked the funds from this project to go directly to that. In my opinion, that is just remarkable. A really, really good way to get behind the aircraft, a very unique opportunity for any flight simmer out there, and I know I'll definitely be buying it as soon as it's released. It will be released on PC on February the 27th, hopefully, to coincide with the 1 year sad anniversary of the plane's destruction. Xbox pilots will have to wait a bit longer to March the 14th to allow for WASM support as part of Sim Update 12 to be integrated into Microsoft Flight Sim to allow this aircraft into their hangars. At least at this point it isn't too far off. In my opinion, that is truly showing the best of Asobo off. It looks stunning from the live stream, so please do help yourself to watching that video. It's around the 1 hour 8-minute mark into that stream, and you can get a pretty cool 12-minute tour of this aircraft. It has made me very happy seeing this, and such a wonderful way to do it, in my opinion. Leave your thoughts on the updates you've seen in this video down below. Have you been enjoying AAU1? If you fly corporate jets, I know you definitely have. Let me know your thoughts of World Update 12, the famous flyer, Sim Update 12, or of course the Antonov An-225. But on that note, the last few things I've got to say. What are you doing in June of 2023? Over in summer, I'll be in Houston, Texas for Flight Sim Expo 2023, the largest flight simulator convention in the world. I'll be bringing you all the news direct from there, but if you can make it, you can get 10% off any in-person visit using the code pilotstudd. All the information can be found on that down below. From me today, I would like to apologise for the cold. That's probably made me sound a bit bunged up, but that is it, guys. Have a fantastic day. Happy landings. Bye bye.